Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura. So, what is today's review? Well, if you read the title and you're looking at the vehicle on the screen, you know what today's review is. It's the Mighty Weisel 1! By the way, I don't know why the Germans keep adding 1 in front of all of their vehicle names. It really doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay. Anyway. This is a PvE only vehicle. There will be no a PvP. Player versus player only vehicle. There will be no PvE action for this vehicle because it really doesn't work very well in PvE. However, the Weisel is currently a German reconnaissance vehicle used by the German army. It's served with them since the late 90s up until today. You have your choice in the Weisel of a 30mm cannon carrying a 27-round salvo, a 25mm cannon carrying a 33-round salvo, or a tow missile launcher that carries 1 shell per shot with a 17-second reload. I'll give you a hint. Don't go with the missile launcher. I've been running my Weisel with the stock engine this entire time. Fixed now. I don't know how you fit 2 people in this thing. I mean, to give you a size comparison, here's a Weisel. Here's an Abrams. Weisel. Abrams. Weisel. Challenger. This thing is like tiny. And its stats do reflect this, as well as the fact that it's really high off the ground. I've had so many times I get hit in this thing and it hits my tracks and doesn't do anything because it passes through the tracks. And I'm just like, lol, Weisel. So, let's take a look at its stats against its friends. As I move my camera. There we go. Camera's been relocated. So we have the Weisel. We also have at tier 7 the BMD4, the BMP3. And are there any other choices for AFVs at tier 7? No, there are not. So, let's compare it to the BMP3. What do you get? What do you have? What do you want? The Weisel has a massively higher damage per minute compared to the BMP3's frag cannon, but when we compare it to, say, the BMP's autocannon here, the damage per minute is roughly comparable, maybe? It certainly has more penetration and more damage per shot from the BMP3. So the Weisel doesn't exactly have firepower. I mean, the two it's competing against have frag cannons, missiles, and autocannons mounted on them. However, it does have a distinct advantage over its opponent. I'll give you a hint. It's not armor or hit points. Speed? It has. It's also freaking tiny. Hitting this thing is a pain. Lastly, it has camouflage. The highest camouflage rating of the tier. And there's nothing you can do about it. It also has a 480 base view range. I think the BMP3 and the BMD on my account actually also have range find. Nope, the BMP does not. The BMD does have range finding upgrades. The Weisel doesn't. Now, the Weisel gets 2 mobility retrofits and 1 universal. As you can see, I've really tried to take advantage of that. But the Weisel gets better gun depression than the BMP3, a much quicker turret rotation, a slightly slower reload time, slightly more inaccurate, slightly longer aim time to pay for that, though. But you're going to be invisible, and you're quicker, and you're tiny. So there's your advantages over the BMP3. Even if he's sitting still and you're moving, you're still likely to outspot him because your camouflage rating is so much higher. Now against the BMD4. You do have a higher camo rating, a slightly shorter view range because my BMD4 has the optics upgrade, but without it you have a longer view range. And if you want to change this over to optics, you'll have a longer view range than both of them. You also have better camouflage, as I said. You have better gun depression. You both have about the same speed on your turret's traverse. He has a quicker reload with his autocannon than you, and he's more accurate with both his autocannon and his frag cannon. You, however, do not have a larger clip, and I don't believe you even do more damage. Yeah, everything here about the Weisel appears as though, yeah, you do less damage, but you have the same penetration, and you have the same size clip. Everything about the Weisel would indicate that the VMD and BMP are better. But in my opinion, I really like this thing. I'm not even going to call it a tank. It's not a tank. I love this little thing. You have 8mm of steel protecting you, by the way. Never expect to bounce a shot in this thing, ever. Again, your camouflage value is so much higher that even while you're moving and he's sitting still, you're still likely to spot him first unless he's behind bushes. He definitely has better armor, more hit points than you, but you're really tiny. You're really tiny. You're really hard to hit, and you're really hard to spot. However, against non-AFV opponents, you will always outspot them. You will always remain camouflaged. You can even fire shots on a regular basis and people can't see you. It's awesome. What do I recommend? How do you kill this thing? You need to aim above the tracks, because the tracks down here, particularly down here, you notice about a fifth of the vehicle space on the side of the tracks is just open air. So that's a 20% chance that if you are aiming at the side of this vehicle, you're going to hit just air and dirt. If you're actually aiming at the tracks, almost a third of the tracks is just open air. That's a 1 in 3 chance you're just going to hit tracks and nothing else. The gun up here can be penetrated. It does no damage at all. It just damages the gun in the breech and can knock out the commander's sight, but it does no actual damage to the gun itself. However, HE rounds will screw this thing up pretty bad. Moving on to the commander, I recommend Sabrina Washington for all the right reasons. A better view range, better camouflage, and faster on capping is always nice. Driver, I recommend smooth ride and then off-road driving to take your acceleration to the next level. You don't get any more crew, by the way. Again, I recommend the 30mm cannon. It's been the most fun in the world to have. Standard consumable loadout. I actually recommend the advanced MRS to make up for this lower penetration, and the air induction cleaner and the transmission to make it accelerate even quicker. This way you're putting the pedal to the metal faster and getting up to that top speed, making you very, very difficult to hit. And since this isn't like the wheeled vehicles before it, it's much easier to control. Oh my god, is it so much easier to control. So what do I have for you guys today? I have live stream footage of PvP for you guys. Let's go check it out.
Of course, if you do the Weisel one, then all you get is like poster frontal shots, nothing from behind.
There is plenty more XCOM, by the way, guys, and I've added a few new recruits to the roster. Also, somebody else died. I'm not going to tell you who. You'll find out when I put up the video. I'm working very hard to keep you guys alive. I hope you will appreciate that when the 4th video goes out, because you have to realize how hard I had to work to keep you guys alive for that video.
I mean, this base camo paint.
Hellspiker, you will not have any idea how hard I had to work to keep you alive until I released the 4th XCOM video.
Oh,
And when I say I had to work, not just like me playing the game, but I was also in there with you trying to keep your ass alive. They did not make that easy, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. By the end of it, we killed 40 some odd aliens.
That's good.
a shot. And
Critical
that's a shot.
module damage.
Oh yeah, BMD.
That's just what I want to see. Wait, BMD's their only AFV? And he's dead.
I'm not gonna argue. He spotted us already, so yeah. That's his job done, basically, for like... Yeah. Leopard, what are you doing?
I'm being very quiet. I'm hunting paladins. I'm hunting paladins. They don't even know what's coming.
Actually, if you don't mind, could you go and kill that LAV? Because, oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, thanks. Nice.
Sure, we can take out the tank destroyers while we're here.
And how do I penetrate EU? Okay. That was really close. Yeah. AG to the face.
Nice, dude.
There's another dead.
Dun, dun, ba-dim, bam, bam, ba-dim. I just wanted to comment, I find it funny that you started your XCOM 2 videos, and over on the Yogscast channel, they, I think a week or two ago, they started live streaming like a really old XCOM. I don't remember which exact version, but it's not even proper 3D graphics, so...
Oh, it's the original XCOM? Yeah.
I think it's the XCOM UFO something.
Either way, it's the original stuff that's like off MS-DOS.
Yeah, something like that. They, I think they upgraded to a community maintained like proper...
No, there's a
modern...
Steam version that you can use.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm here to annoy you, Challenger! Are you annoyed?
Annoying intensifies.
What the
Oh,
fuck? They're shooting at me? Are you guys serious? Where are you guys? Hello, there's 3 tanks left.
Half of our remaining team is on 1 tank. Actually, no, 0, because they killed him, so... there's basically you and the Challenger on 2 tanks, so yeah, congrats.
Exactly, not
Good luck on
necessarily
that.
in that order.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. And yes, I will hug you, kiss you, and slap you, and not necessarily in that order.
Come. the Ariete is no, it's should. Yeah, yeah, he's looking at you.
Somebody shot at you, Pete.
Yeah, the Ariete down there. That was really, really close.
Yeah.
Job done.
Job done.
3,890 damage. And a weasel.
Wow. You did about as much damage as my HP plus my damage combined, so nice.
I also killed an artillery and 2 tank destroyers, one of which was the same tier.
Yeah, it was really nice that LFE 600 killed me.
It was good for its time. I mean, I've played the original XCOM. It was a good idea for its time when computer games had to be a lot more involved and the user had to do a lot more. But you're right. Overall, the interface and everything is terrible. There's no such thing as tooltips back then, so it was trial and error to figure shit out. That's one of the reasons it was so hard. Holy shit, Batman!
From both sides. So, I don't know.
I am Weasel! That's all I'm gonna say. I am Weasel.
Oh, wow. I watched that when I was a kid.
I did too. It was good. It was back when cartoons could be disgusting and it was fine. I miss my Ren and Stimpy. Then again, I'm pretty sure the person who made Ren and Stimpy was totally tripping. Did you guys enjoy the live stream footage? I hope you did. I'm not doing a PvE review of this vehicle. Don't take it into PvE, seriously. It's strictly PvP fun. And if you're having a bad day, Weisel will always make your day better. So if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more stuff by Fiaura, subscribe! If you would like to support the channel, you can do so through Patreon or by clicking on the ad at the end of the video. Lastly, here's the previous Armored Warfare review for you guys. In the meantime, from my house to yours, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone!
Are you playing with your goofy?
Don't I have the HP? Yeah, they do.
You just watching me go to town on folks. We're coming, Geek Lab.
Yeah, no problem. Nothing much happening.
You can get him to turn aside or get out from in front of him. We could shoot him.
Yeah.
He's tracked. Back up, back up, back up.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm...
Nice. There we go.